Evelyn Wood, and those of you that know what I'm talking about, version of true crime. So let's talk about, first of all, this very sad story of this mother who intentionally went over Niagara Falls with her 2 children, a 9-year-old and a 5-month-old. Oh my gosh. There's so many people that are at the end of their rope and think that's the only answer. And then when they drag 2 innocent children, that 5-month-old didn't know what the heck was happening, but that 9-year-old, I can't even imagine. Cannot even imagine. Okay. Hang on 1 second, y'all. So if you're coming over from the auction, thank you. And then anybody that was in the Zoom, I think I accidentally ended the meeting for all in my haste to get out. So I'll start a new Zoom when I'm done here, which won't be long. But my computer is just being a little jerk right now. So let's talk about some things. I was watching the closing arguments for that burn pit trial, that lawyer who was murdered and burned on the burn pit, and his wife is on trial for it. And like video said, they went out and they're still not back with the verdict. I think they'll probably have a verdict tomorrow. But there were some new developments with P. Diddy that are going to happen on Thursday. And that's tomorrow, folks. And there's been updates on Delphi we're going to go over, day 11. But first I was going to go over the Niagara Falls. So let me just do that. Horrible. Okay. So a state police can't find them. They've tried to rescue them. The woman was 33 years old. Keontae Means was her name. Roman Rossman is the name of the 9-year-old. And Mecca Means was the 5-month-old baby. On Monday night, the mother intentionally jumped into the water with her children, according to the New York State troopers on the New York side of Niagara Falls, and state police cannot find the mother and her 2 children. See, I don't know, how do they know she went off there? Like, hopefully maybe she just said that and it'd be found. I don't know, but let's see what's going on. State police spokesperson James O'Callahan confirmed Wednesday afternoon that the victims were a mother and her 2 children. About 9 p.m., state police responded to the incident on or at Goat Island, where an investigation led officers to discover the mother had jumped into the water intentionally. State police and state park police searched for Means and her children but could not find them. See, but they don't say how, like, they knew, right? Did someone see them jump in? New York State Police confirmed that a woman and 2 children intentionally went over the guardrail and into the falls Monday night. Okay. Let's see what they're saying here. But police also say they may never know more than what they do right now. Now, what the actual circumstances of how that went down, that is the part we may never know. But the fact of the matter is, we don't believe there were any other parties involved. We are just talking about these three victims, these three individuals. No arrests have been made at this time. It's not a criminal investigation. Police say the family has been cooperative throughout the process, and they're now focusing on trying to get closure for them. That's why there are still rescue teams in the waters trying to continue the search for the family, but 48 hours in, they still haven't had any luck. Okay, so here's, okay. Let's see, Chianti means 33, stepped off. Let's see what she said here. I was just laughing at something. There was something in the news that was a little bit crazy. Okay. All right. So let's see. Here we are. The mother worked as a domestic violence counselor. Can you believe that she worked as a domestic violence counselor? She graduated from school in nearby Buffalo. They were residents of Niagara Falls, New York. Friends quickly began paying tribute to Means on social media. One tribute said, "I have been speechless and crying and couldn't sleep at all," wrote a friend. "My heart is broken. Mental health is no joke." Another wrote, "I can't even bear to write a post about her and share memories." Another one said, "I am literally sick to my stomach and I can't even deal with the emotions I'm feeling. Just know her and her children are dearly loved by me and my children." Another one said, "You really never know what anybody is going through." Another one said, Luna Island is one of several popular overlook perches above the New York side of Niagara Falls. It is one of the more secluded overlooks in the expansive Niagara Falls State Park, being separated from the rest of the grounds by a causeway over a river channel, and there is a little more than chest-high railing separating the platform from the deadly drop below. The area is run by the New York State Office of Parks and Recreation. It's open to visitors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The deaths were just the latest tragedies in the landmark in recent years. In 2023, a mother jumped with her son into the Niagara Gorge just down the river from the falls. That mother died in the fall, but rescuers were able to save the 5-year-old boy. Oh boy. So it said that she stepped over the guardrail Monday night at Luna Island, and there's nearly a 200-foot drop, according to the New York State Police. But my question is, did somebody see her? Like, how do they know this happened? Did they see her? Did she leave a note? What happened? That's what I'm wondering, and I haven't been able to find that out yet. Oh my gosh, I get so scared when I even look at that stuff, like those guardrails and things. It just makes me so nervous as it is. And I've been there. How many times I've been to Niagara Falls? 2, 3. Okay, let me see here. I don't know how they know this. I just want to see, like, what. Why did, and she was a domestic violence counselor, you know? I mean, I don't know. We really need better mental health. Okay. Let's see if there's any. I'm just going to look at a couple more things to see if there's any more information about why. I mean, like, how do they know this? Looks like it's the same thing over and over. There's nothing. Let me just see this. 3 New Yorkers, Keontae Means, Roman Rossman, and Mecca Means, Roman and Mecca, were their names, fell to their deaths at Niagara Falls State Park on October 28th. Police say it was intentional in nature. Authorities were called around 9. See, it's not 9 a.m., it's 9 p.m., and responded to an incident on or around Goat Island in Niagara Falls. A statement from, yeah, but who called them? They went there and they never came out, the public information officer said. That's where we're at. Nothing. Let's see. They noted there are a lot of security measures at the falls. It's not something where they just stumbled in. Although he couldn't provide specifics of witness testimonies his team had gathered due to the ongoing investigation, the officer mentioned, it is alarming what they told us. Oh, the witnesses. Okay, it's alarming what they... Okay. What were the actual circumstances of how that went down? That is the part we may be able to solve or we may never know. But the fact of the matter is we don't believe there are any other parties involved. Based on the information we have, we do know it was an intentional act, but the reason why is tougher to answer. And they said if you or someone you know needs help, call 988 to reach Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Oh, it's very sad. So we'll see. We'll follow up with that and see if we have any more news. Let's go back to our next. The Hamptons woman was identified, and her I think it's her fiance killed himself. Let me just see. Okay, here we go. A man wanted in connection with the murder of a New York City woman at a upscale Hamptons resort was found dead in Pennsylvania, police said Wednesday. Thomas Gannon, 56, was suspected of murdering Sabina Rosas, 33. That other woman that just went over the falls was 33, wasn't she? Gannon was found dead of self-inflicted gunshot wound at his home in Honesdale, Pennsylvania. Oh my gosh. That's literally where I go in Pennsylvania. So he was from Honesdale. Oh my gosh. About 200 miles from the murder scene. Gannon and Rosas, known as Sabina Coromandel, knew each other. Okay, hold on. Let me put her up here. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What was she doing? Honesdale, they know each other. He was 56. Was he her dad? I don't think so, right? Gannon's death will prevent Rose's loved ones from knowing exactly what happened, they said. We are not confirming the relationship, but we can say it was domestic in nature. While we are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of life, we also feel a profound sense of injustice, said the family in a statement, and I quote, they said, Sabina deserves justice and we were seeking accountability for her death. The loss of the suspect means that we will never hear the truth about what happened to her. The outcome has robbed us of the opportunity to find closure through the legal process. Rosas was the eldest of 3 daughters and was survived by her mother, her father, her fiancé, and her separated husband, her family said. Oh, look at that. So she's survived by her fiancé and her separated husband. Does she have any children? An employee found her in a guest room Monday afternoon. The murder appears to be an isolated incident with no immediate danger to the public at this time. Let's see. So, what? That is so... crazy, right? Suspect, let me see, an artist. There's got to be some more about this guy. So now they're saying boyfriend suspected of killing artist at the luxury Hamptons. So now they're saying it's her boyfriend. And they just said fiancé and the husband. I don't know. This is crazy. A day after police found the body of Sabina Rosas at a luxury spa in Long Island, authorities located the body of her boyfriend, who police suspect killed Rosas before taking his own life. On Tuesday evening, investigators found the body of Thomas Gannon, 56, the man suspected of killing Rosas in his home in Honesdale, Pennsylvania. So crazy, that was Honesdale, Pennsylvania. The Suffolk County Police Department confirmed Thomas was Rosas' boyfriend. Rosas, 33, was found dead by a staff member at Watermill, New York resort on Monday, October 28th, the Suffolk County Police Department previously said. Beautiful soul and a gifted artist, she left an impactful legacy in the arts of Central Asia. In a statement, her family identified her as Sabina Coromandel and mourned the loss of their beloved daughter, sister, fiance, and friend. See, this is what I don't understand. Why are they calling this guy a boyfriend if they're saying fiance? Tell me this, please. Her mentor at the State University of New York Purchase said she was an extraordinarily creative and capable artist and painter. Suffolk County Police say Gannon died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, but have not released how Rosas died or the motive behind the killing. I don't understand this. I think you have to look. I'm just going to check one other thing to see if there's any information. It's strange. They're saying her other husband, her boyfriend, the fiance. Let's look at this. Let me look at oh, wait, here's something. What's this about? Says sugar daddy. This one said 56 kills self after murdering sugar baby. What? Thomas Gannon, Honesdale, Pennsylvania, believed to be the victim's sugar daddy, kills himself after murdering Sabina Rosas, aka Sabina Cormadell. Hold on. The victim had also been engaged to a third man who was aware of the suspect. And the spa she was staying at costs $1,250 a night. Thomas Gannon, 56, was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at his home on Hidden Brook Drive in Honesdale, Pennsylvania. But they had a picture of her with a black eye, and I don't know how they got that. Okay. Gannon and Rosas were seen checking into the resort. Okay, this first information were seen checking into the resort together. But Gannon was captured on surveillance footage leaving the spa alone on Monday night, taking a taxi to his property in Pennsylvania, around a 4-hour drive from Long Island. The home, a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, is perched on an elevated deck with large windows offering stunning views of the surrounding woods. The 3-acre lot includes a pool and a private stream. Okay, so he's like some wealthy guy. Rosas' fiance and her mentor told the Daily Mail that she had been in a relationship with Gannon, not immediately understood what the dynamics were in this seemingly potential love triangle dilemma. The man's suicide death follows Suffolk County cops indicating prior to naming Gannon as the suspect that they believed Rosas' murder was a domestic incident. Police say it was determined she was a victim of violence, though they did not say how she died. Cops have not released a cause of death for the victim pending an autopsy. Okay, and it says, in a statement Wednesday, the victim's family mourned her as their beloved daughter, sister, fiance, and friend. As the eldest of our 3 daughters, Sabina brought excitement, adventure, joy, and love to our family. We are devastated by this senseless loss and ask for privacy as we navigate this incredibly difficult time. They later updated the statement upon learning the suspect was dead and saying this news has left our family with a mix of sorrow and frustration. We are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of life. We also feel a profound sense of injustice Sabina deserves justice, and we were seeking accountability for her death. The loss of the suspect means we will never hear the truth about what happened to her. The outcome has robbed us of the opportunity to find closure through the legal process. Okay, now there's something. Her death comes off the heels of a recent photography exhibit titled Coming Home, where Sabina travels back to the place of her birth, where documenting landscapes and new terrains. Said, noted on a recent fundraiser, Sabina had posted, as I approach my 33rd birthday, I can't help but chuckle at the fact that 33 is often associated with the age of Jesus when he made his ultimate sacrifice. While I'm not planning anything dramatic, I see this year as a turning point in my life. I don't know, it's very strange. Alright, let's go to P. Diddy. Okay. So, grand jury in Sean Diddy Combs' case to hear new evidence. And that's tomorrow that's going to happen. Let's see here what's going on. Hang on, I'm trying to just get this graphic over here. Now I'm starting to get a little sleepy, so I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to do Sean Diddy Combs, and then we're going to do Delphi. And that burn pit thing, like I said, they had closing arguments. And
pushing the limits starts long before you cross the finish line. It begins the moment you say, I can do this.
Be quiet. Okay. So, federal grand jury in New York will hear new evidence in the criminal case against Sean Diddy Combs. The grand jury is expected to convene Thursday. The sources that said this declined to describe what the new evidence is or who might be called to testify about it. Federal prosecutors had previously raised the possibility of additional charges against Combs, and a spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York declined to answer. His trial is scheduled for May, but prosecutors have suggested the timing of the duration of the trial could change if they opt to add charges. Sean Combs has denied all the allegations against him in both criminal and civil cases. In the wake of the criminal case, many individuals have filed civil lawsuits against the music producer. In a statement on Monday, his attorneys hit back against the new allegations included in a civil suit against him, including one involving the sexual assault of a 10-year-old boy. The lawyer behind this lawsuit is interested in media attention rather than the truth, and it is obvious from the constant press appearances and the 1-800 number, the statement said. As we've said before, Mr. Combs cannot respond to every new publicity stunt, even in response to claims that are facially ridiculous or demonstrably false. So, it looks like the grand jury is going to be hearing stuff about Diddy tomorrow. So let's go into Delphi. Okay. All right, let me get this graphic here up. Delphi, let's see, Alan's former psychologist took the stand on day 11. Hold on a minute, this is freezing on me here. Oh, hang on a minute. Come on, Mr. Computer, let's go. I don't know. Now I'm getting tired. See if this will work. Computer wants to be a little jerk. Trying to close down this. Okay. Let's see if we can get there. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. Okay. All right, let me just get a graphic up here. Let me know what we're talking about. Oh my goodness, come on. Let me just take him down. Okay. Day 11 of the Delphi Trial got underway on Wednesday. It focused on testimony from Dr. Monica Walla, clinical psychologist in Westville Correctional Facility. She treated Alan starting in November of 2022. She met with him weekly. She monitored his mental health, particularly his suicidal tendencies. Let me just, come on. Just trying to get a graphic out here. She described Alan's deteriorating mental health, including erratic behavior, like eating his own feces, hitting his head against the cell walls, and skipping meals. Oh my goodness. Walla testified that Alan confessed multiple times to the murders in a matter-of-fact way. He revealed that he had followed the girls on February 13th, 2017. He ordered them down the hill and intended to R them. Alan told Walla he believed the girls were older, then admitted to cutting their necks and covering them with sticks. Before continuing his life as normal, he expressed a desire for closure and wanted to apologize to the victims' families during several sessions. On April 24th, 2023, Alan had an emotional breakdown, prompting an involuntary injunction for his safety. Wallace said her goal was ensuring Allen's well-being during his time at Westville. Let me go get that over there finally. Pay attention. Okay. However, Waller's involvement in the case became a focus during cross-examination. The defense questioned her decision to access the Department of Corrections database and participate in online discussions, podcasts, and social media pages about the case, raising concerns about her impartiality. Isn't that interesting? She admitted that she shared information about the case with Allen, and she acknowledged that she would have approached her involvement differently if given the chance. The defense discussed over 20 suicide monitoring sheets that were filled out by Walla. The information on the sheets focused on Allen's mental health, physical and emotional behaviors, as well as the things Allen said to Walla during their meetings. Allen had multiple stressors that led him to having a change in behavior, and these included being in small confined spaces and having ants and rodents in his cell. Walla mentioned in a few of her suicide monitoring sheets, Allen was second-guessing himself when inmates called him a baby killer and told him to kill himself. On November 21st, 2022, Allen said that he felt he was being treated as if he was already guilty and he didn't do this. And Allen also said, "I would never be okay with being in prison for something I didn't do." At many points from April to June 2023, Walla noticed that Allen became paranoid, depressed, and began writing suicide notes and leaving and giving things away from his cell. Wallace said 3 separate antipsychotic injections were given involuntarily to Allen on separate occasions to help keep him safe. Allen's intake form from when he first got to Westville Correctional Facility said that his height was 5'5" and that he was 173.8 pounds. Wallace said that the DOC cannot hold someone for more than 30 days in solitary confinement, but Allen was in it for 13 months, which she said could have led to the decline in his mental health. During the redirect from the state, Walla was asked if her supervisors were aware that she was a fan of true crime and had taken up interest in the Delphi case. Wallace said that her supervisors expressed no concerns about her taking on meetings with Allen. After a few months of meeting with Allen, Walla began to share her information she saw from podcasts and online with Allen. Wallace said that she wanted to remind Allen that he had supporters and for him not to give up hope. During recross examination, the defense alluded that Allen might have said things that were true. Walla replied, saying that could be right. Walla also used the DOC database to search for things for her personal interest and agreed her actions went against the policies put in place by the American Psychological Association. The defense mentioned that Walla had visited Monon High Bridge. The second witness to take the stand was Steve Mullins, who works as an investigator in the Carroll County Prosecutor's Office. Mullins testified that only one 2016 black Ford Focus SE was registered in Carroll County. That looked like a match as the one seen on the surveillance footage, capturing on the camera outside the Hoosier Hardware store. Mullins pulled the Indiana Bureau of Motor Vehicles records for Ford Focus cars in Carroll and surrounding counties from 2016 to 2017. He found that there were 31 vehicles, but once the duplicates were removed, it was narrowed down to 18 vehicles. Mullins said the list was narrowed down to 8 when searching for the Ford Focus SE models. Mullins said that there was only one Ford Focus SE registered in Carroll County, and that was to Richard Allen. During cross-examination, the defense argued that according to surveillance video, the car model and the license plate were not shown. The defense then argued that some Fords have the same body type, and a list of BMW records from 2011 to 2016, 65 Ford Focus cars found in Carroll and surrounding counties, but Mullen can't recall how many of those were in Carroll County. The last witness of the day was Brad Weber, and that's a Carroll County resident. Weber's home is at the end of the private drive off of County Road North 625 West, which is next to the Mononhigh Bridge Trails. Weber testified on Wednesday that on February 13th he left work at Subaru and he drove straight home. He said this would put him in arriving home at around 2:30 p.m. Allen told Dr. Walla in one of his confessions that it was a van that spooked him into killing the girls. Weber testified he was driving a white van the days the girls went missing. During cross, Weber seemed to get nervous. The defense said in his 2017 interview with the police, he went to drop off a trailer. Weber said that he did that earlier in the day and continued to deny the defense's claims. At the end of his cross-exam, the defense handed Weber a subpoena on the witness stand for him to appear back in court to testify when the defense presents their case. Day 12 of trials will resume Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Okay, now I have to tell you guys, let me see here. Where are you? It is 4:35 in the morning, and I have to go to sleep. I can't even get back to the... Here we go. Hi, Christine. Hi, Video Reel. Kevin Leonard. Nightbot. I can't even... Oh my gosh, this won't even... It's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. I hope you get lots of candy. This is not wanting me to end this live. Okay, now it's letting me see something. Except that it's there's some new developments with P. Diddy. Oh my gosh. What the heck is going on with this? That are going to happen on Thursday. And that's tomorrow, folks. And there's been updates on Delphi we're going to go over, day 11. But first I was going to go over the... Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable. So let me just do that. I can't get out of here. Horrible. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. So a state police can't find them. I'm just going to end it to rescue them. The woman was 33 years old. Keontae Means was her name. Roman Rossman is the name of the 9-year-old. And Mecca Means was the 5-month-old baby. Love you guys. God bless. Prayers. On Monday night, the mother intentionally jumped into the water with her children, according to the New York State troopers on the New York side of Niagara